Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos said, "Huh, we're underdogs at home on a 10-game winning streak. We're the #1 laughter seed in the NFL, and you're going to say that we're the underdogs." Vic said, "All right, I'll just throw for 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards, and dominate against an elite Green Bay Packers defense. This game was awesome. I said every single question that you need, answered about this Denver Broncos team would be answered. And boy was it answered. Boy was it answered. Yes, Bo Nix has arrived. Bo Nix has 100% arrived. The throws, the plays that this man was making today, some of these scramble throws, I wrote them down because I'm going to show some highlight. Not I can't right now because I want to get this video out. But like in a future video, tomorrow, Tuesday, whatever, like we are going through a couple of these highlights because insane Josh Allen level plays. I said Bix reminds me of Josh Allen. Light. That is how he played today. That is how he played today. And that's how you get 23 for 34, 303 yards, 4 touchdowns, no sacks, and a 134.88 passer rating against one of the hottest teams in the NFL, and did not have a lot of run support. 31 carries, 88 yards. Cortland Sutton coming up big, Franklin coming up big. Mims practice squad players like this. This game was wild. Absolutely wild. Picking off Jordan Love. I mean, I don't know why they decided to say, hey, we're going to go after our main man, this bad man right here. Why did they do it? Why did you say, hey, we're going to go throw a 50-50 ball, a 50-50 go ball, and just hope for the best? And I wrote that down for my Packers notes when I make a Packers video. It's like, what are you doing? That's not what you do. Why? You avoid that. Like you avoid that type of throw. You want to minimize those types of moments. This was a big time win. This was a big time win because how connected and resilient and resistant this offense was, and how great Bo Nix was able to play when he needed to the most. 4 for 4 in the red zone. 4 for 4 in the red zone, and the defense showed up 1 for 4 in the red zone. I mean, this was as impressive a win as you can get, especially considering at this point of the season. And now when you look at the standings, let's see if it updates. Yep. 12-2, 11-3. And so you already own the tiebreaker between New England. So you're good on that. You essentially have 2 games ahead of them, right? I guess technically Jacksonville can catch up. Technically the Chargers, right? Like these are all technically, because it was kind of crazy that they didn't clinch a playoff spot until today, until this win. And it's kind of crazy. Like you be the 1 seed and you haven't even clinched your playoff record, your playoff seed yet, like, or your playoff berth yet. Like that's pretty wild. But you really like your chances of where you're at right now in terms of being able to lock up the 1 seed and still even do it in a way where that final game of the season or something, it doesn't have to be this all out, got to go all in. We're competing, right? Or one of the worst case scenarios where it's like you're either like the 1 seed or something, or you drop down to the 5 seed, right? Like you're for the most part protected against that unless you collapse, and like if you collapse, like that's on you. But you can still take on a random tough game, a random tough loss, you know, like whatever it is, you always got to factor in some of these goofy moments that happen throughout the course of season. And listen, maybe you got them out of the way. Maybe you got him out of the way against the Colts and against the Chargers, and those are the 2 and losses, right? So, just wild. And it does make me think when Nick said, what was it going into the bye, that they were going to be, what was it, like 6-7 or something? Not even the meme, but just like 6-7, 6-8, or whatever the heck it was. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs are 6-8, and the Denver Broncos are the #1 seed with the best record in the NFL. So, no, I think he had him like being like 5-6 or something going into the bye week, and it was just win-win-win. I mean, Bo Nix did something that Patrick Mahomes couldn't do. Beat the Houston Texans. Win-win-win-win-win. Snorts. I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguar game will be interesting because then if you lose that game, then I guess you lose a tiebreaker over the 1 seed if they obviously keep winning. So that's the next thing to look out on. Unfortunately, that Kansas City Chiefs game will be seemingly against Gardner Minshew. It seems like it, unfortunately for Mahomes, he has a legitimate injury, And so can't imagine he'll be playing even if he was able to avoid like serious issues. Probably my guess is that he's going to be shut down for the rest of the season, which makes perfect sense. And the real intention is to be able to make that game against the Chargers a meaningless game where it's like if you want to play the quarter or however Sean Payton wants to handle it, where you're solidified in your spot. And really, I think taking care of Jacksonville, that's where that matters most, because if you beat Jacksonville, then you'd be in a position where um, you have the tiebreakers against New England, and you have the tiebreaker against Jacksonville. You'd really be in a very easy situation where like you'd have to essentially lose like three games to miss out, unless the Chargers, I guess, technically keep winning, and then that final game is like, hey, we win, we get the number 1 seed, which again is possible, but probably pretty unlikely. A bunch of these scenarios are always so difficult to really do the math and try to figure out right now. But I mean, it's pretty all over the place right now. But I mean, who knows? The Saints just beat the Panthers. Phillip Rivers almost just beat the Seahawks, okay, with on a 60-yard field goal, only to be spoiled by a 57-yard field goal. So you don't know. And Jacksonville is playing great right now. If the Broncos lost, they lose a tiebreaker, then it would be 12-3 versus 11-4, or 12-3 versus 11-4. Like, it does start to make some of those games now, like, okay, you mean you like your chance against the Chiefs, but Gardner Minshew, maybe Andy Reid, maybe he's better than Mahomes in that moment, just because that's way what happens sometimes with these backup quarterbacks. Not counting on it, obviously. And then the Chargers, final game of the season, right? Going all out. Let's go. So still have to stay focused, still have to take care of business, but you are in the true driver's seat. No doubt about it. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Denver Broncos taking down the Green Bay Packers, one gigantic step closer to the Broncos solidifying their spot as a number 1 seed, and Bo Nix solidifying himself as him? Where are all the Bix haters today, huh? Where you all at? Oh, we need to bench him. Oh, we should play Zach Wilson. Is it time for us to consider drafting another quarterback next year? Do the Broncos have a Bon Nix problem? God, it's like you guys think someone's supposed to just be like 100% every single game, every single snap, every single day, every single week, all by year 2. It's like that meme where they got, when they're short, when they're like putting out something, the guy's like, it's like, oh, it takes a second for a quarterback to get settled. Oh, a quarterback isn't going to be 100% perfect nonstop, every single play, every single throw. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Monday is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.